I had always dreamed of my daughter's wedding being the perfect day, one that she and everyone who loved her would remember forever. From the moment she got engaged, I had thrown myself into the planning. I booked the most elegant venue in the city, hired a renowned caterer, and made sure every detail, from the floral arrangements to the music playlist, was flawless. I spent countless late nights coordinating with vendors, sending emails and making phone calls, determined that nothing would go wrong. Every decision was made with her happiness in mind, or so I thought. But as the big day approached, I noticed a shift in her behavior. She became distant, curt, and evasive whenever I tried to discuss wedding plans. Then, one evening, she shocked me with words I will never forget. She didn't want me at her wedding. She insisted it was her choice, and no reasoning could change her mind. I felt my heart shatter. How could the daughter I had raised, loved, and supported refuse to let me share in one of the most important days of her life? I tried to keep calm, asking gently why she felt this way, hoping there had been some misunderstanding. But she refused to explain and said any further discussion was off limits. I felt a mixture of heartbreak, disbelief, and anger. All my effort, my time, my money, it felt like it had been disregarded entirely. I wandered the house that night in a daze, thinking about the months I had spent planning every last detail and wondering why I had been cast aside. As the days passed, a thought began to take hold. If I couldn't attend the wedding, perhaps I could make it so the wedding itself wouldn't happen, at least not in the way she had planned. I was not acting out of vengeance toward my daughter, but out of frustration and the pain of exclusion. Quietly, I began contacting vendors. I told the caterer that an unexpected issue had forced us to cancel. I explained to the florist that there was an emergency with the venue, and the band was informed that unfortunately, the event was postponed indefinitely. Everyone accepted my explanations politely, never questioning the sudden changes. Within a few days, everything was cancelled. The wedding I had poured my heart and soul into, funded entirely by me, ceased to exist. On the day the wedding was supposed to take place, I stayed home. The house was quiet, and the absence of the chaos I had expected, the laughter, the music, the bustling activity, felt strangely empty. My phone rang repeatedly. It was my daughter, frantic and confused, demanding to know why everything had fallen apart. When I told her the truth, she was furious and inconsolable. She accused me of ruining her day, of acting out of spite, and of betraying her trust. But in my mind, I had done what I had to do. The feeling of being excluded, disregarded, and unappreciated had cut too deep to ignore. In the weeks that followed, the tension between us was palpable. We tried to speak, but every conversation seemed to reopen old wounds. She could not understand my pain, and I could not understand her decision to push me away. What had begun as a celebration of love had turned into a battlefield of pride, hurt, and misunderstanding. Even now, months later, I reflect on that time with a mixture of sorrow and quiet resolve. I still love my daughter deeply, but I also know that sometimes love cannot prevent the consequences of our actions. The wedding was gone, but the lesson remained. Exclusion, even from those we love most, can leave a wound that changes relationships forever.